tell him to stop?
Yeah.
Ben! Alright, here he is.
Yeah, Ben! There's first, baby. There you go. How many times are we gonna jump for that shit? Hey everyone, I'm Ben. It's really good to see all of you out here today. Thank you for coming. I want to talk a little bit about what's at stake in this movement and what we're up against. I'm sure most of you have heard of climate change and you probably haven't heard what it's going to do to this planet and the people and animals and trees and creatures living on it over the next 100 years. 200 species will go extinct today, and 200 species will go extinct tomorrow, and that number will continue to increase. Over the next 100 years, over 50% of the species on this planet will be extinct. The oceans will rise between 2 and 5 meters, submerging many island nations, much of Bangladesh, Florida, and a whole lot of other places, Louisiana, Manhattan. Surface temperatures will rise by over 10 degrees Fahrenheit, making Texas and the entire Midwest and Western United States a permanent desert. There will be no ice in the Arctic ever, not during the summer or the winter. And we're going to kill the oceans. We're already killing them. There will be no more coral reefs and no more large fish in the oceans or the seas or the rivers. Ladies and gentlemen, capitalism is killing this planet. And if we don't do something about it, if this movement isn't successful, that's what's at stake. And we don't have time to wait, because in 20 years, we're going to pass the carbon tipping point, and all of this is going to happen no matter what we do. Now is the time to act. We've known about climate change for over 20 years, and we need to stop burning fossil fuels, destroying the planet, destroying the ecosystems right now. If we don't stop it right now, we're going to kill the planet. There will be 1 billion climate refugees over the next century, and hundreds of millions will die of starvation because you won't be able to grow food. So,
how do we stop it? What do we do?
So, how do we stop it? We need to kill capitalism. And we need to do that by building a mass movement. And that's why everybody is here today. Building a mass movement. And I know it's easy to be like, dude, this isn't a mass movement. There's like 150 people here. No, that's bullshit. We're here because we can't be in New York City or Dallas or Oakland every day. But what we're doing here is just as important as what they're doing there.
Hell yeah!
And let me tell you something else. We should be thankful to be here, because in New York and Chicago and Oakland and all these other big cities, the people are seeing what is stacked up against them to protect this deadly, destructive system.
What is what?
Police brutality is rampant in this country.
Right. Yeah. Every day.
We have a huge, well-armed, highly funded police force, Freudian slip, that is being increasingly made up of former military people.
That's right.
Yeah. Who have post-traumatic stress disorder, much like myself, and then are carrying guns on the street and shooting veterans.
That's right.
Like myself, like Scott Olson, who was shot in the head with a projectile in Oakland and fractured his skull. Like the other veteran of the wars that had his spleen lacerated by a police baton just the other day. Ladies and gentlemen, as this movement grows, the police and the powers that be will fight back harder.
That's right.
And it's going to get uglier, and that's why we need to grow, because eventually we need to find a way to either bypass them, go through them, or make them join us. And I look forward to being on the streets and doing that shit with all of you in the future, and we're gonna make it happen. Thank you, everybody.